What is up, guys? It is Christ, and we are back with another Dream Theater 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence album reaction. This is going to be Misunderstood, and I'm super excited to check it out. I know the last one was, what was the last one? I have the lyrics up on screen now. It was called Blind Faith. That was a really good song. I definitely enjoyed it. I thought that the guitars in it were really good. The guitars really shined. Anyways, this one's going to be Misunderstood. I don't have the lyrics up on screen, but I do definitely have them up here, there, watching it through a TV. Anyways, that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. People ask that I move my face cam over here instead of over there, especially because they can see that the album cover, I guess, is why they wanted it. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up now. Got some acoustic action going on here. Sounds like a phaser or two, I think. High quality H2O. Okay.
Waiting in the calm of desolation, wanting to break from this circle of confusion. Sleeping in the depths of isolation, trying to wake.
Definitely, there's some really cool instruments going on over here.
How can I feel abandoned?
Ooh, hello.
Even when the world surrounds me? How can I bite the hand that feeds the strangers all around me? How can I know so many, never really knowing anyone? If I seem superhuman, I have been misunderstood.
Got some reverse action going on here. Really calm song so far. I definitely like it.
Challenges the essence of my soul.
Young's doing a pretty cool bass riff right now.
Leaves me in a state of disconnection as I navigate the maze of self-control, playing a lion, being led to a cage. I turn from a thief to a beggar, from a god to God save me. How can I feel abandoned even when the world surrounds me? How can I fight the hand that feeds the strangers all around me? How can I know so many, never really knowing anyone? If I seem superhuman, I've been misunderstood.
Really cool symphonic stuff going on here. Alright. Kinda got a doom metal influence right here. It's actually a keyboard. Yeah, with that.
I turn from surreal to seclusion, from love to disdain, from belief to delusion, from a thief to a beggar, from my God to God save me. How can I feel abandoned even when the world surrounds me? How can I fight the hand that feeds the strangers all around me? How can I know so many never really knowing anyone? If I seem superhuman, I've been misunderstood.
Definitely sounds like a little bit of doom metal. Ooh. I definitely like this doom metal riff. It's really nice. Got a little bit of Black Sabbath influence. There's been some crazy stuff going on right here. All right, looks like we got a beer ad there. Okay, so some thoughts on this song. It's not all going to be positive. I might get a couple of dislikes for this, but that's all right. So first things first, I want to do a little bit of a lyrical analysis. And so starting from the beginning, it says, waiting in the calm of desolation. Desolation is like isolated, it's stuff like that. But then it says, in the depths of isolation, trying to wait from this daydream of illusion. I'm not really quite sure what he's trying to say here. But the rest of the song seems like it's about this guy that is trying to do things, but he just keeps end up screwing up, and that's what it seems like to me. When it says stuff like, "If I seem superhuman, I may have been misunderstood." Maybe it's talking about someone that someone had perceived as superhuman, someone that they thought could do no wrong, but yet it's just a misunderstanding. It's they're holding them in too high of a regard, and people make mistakes. So that's what I get from the chorus here. And then it says, "How can I feel abandoned even when the world surrounds me? How can I bite the hand that feeds the strangers all around me?" I'm not quite sure what it's trying to say here. Um, perhaps I'm looking a little bit too deep into it, but I know that a lot of times well, I shouldn't say a lot of times. Sometimes Dream Theater does have vague lyrics, and I think this is one of those ones. This is one of the ones where musically it didn't really resonate with me. Um, I'm not going to call it a bad song, but I would call it probably the least favorite that I've heard so far. Out of Dream Theater's out of everything that I've heard, this is probably the least favorite that I have heard. Um, I'm not going to say it's a good song either. It's not a bad song, but it's definitely not really a good song to me. It didn't resonate to me. Maybe there's like something I missed. Maybe this is Dream Theater's greatest song, but to me, didn't really seem like it. But they can't all be perfect, right? I'd say that one song for every what have I listened to now? 20 songs. One song for every 20 songs doesn't resonate. I'd say that that's a pretty good ratio. So I'd give this one about 8. I give this one about an 8. Definitely not really the best song in the world, but I wouldn't necessarily call it an absolute trash song. I would call it more of a filler song, is what I would call this. But I guess can't make heads or tails of the song. There was some really cool stuff that they were doing with the instruments, but there was also some stuff I'm like, why is that there? Like, what purpose does this put to place there? An example I could give is when Petrucci was just doing something really weird on the strings, and it was at the end right there. I was kind of taken aback by it. I'm like, what is he trying to accomplish here? And that's something that Slipknot does sometimes that I don't really like. I like to pick on them for that. There's a lot of disorganization in their song, and that's something that didn't really fit this song either. Anyways, with that small rant out of the way, this has been Christ, and I know for a fact the rest of the album is going to be a lot better than this song. If you guys haven't already subscribed, I would definitely love it if you did, because I will definitely be listening to the rest of this Dream Theater album, and I have already reacted to Dream Theater Metropolis Part 2, Scenes from a Memory, in case anyone under this channel has been living under a rock. That's what I've been doing. Oh, so without further ado, guys, this has been Christ. I will see you next time. Oh, I have a Twitter if you guys want to follow me on there, and an Instagram as well. I will link it down in the description so you guys can see first when I'm going to be uploading a video, when I'm not going to be uploading it, if there's a delay, if the recording has been canceled for the day. I would like to start giving status updates on that, because I can't just make like a 20-second video, because I feel like that just cheapens it. I'd rather just send a message to everybody saying that. But then, anyways, now I will shut up. This has been Christ. I'll see you next time.